We are live. Back atop the hot gates. You have just defeated a chaos warlord, essentially.
That's
A
another one
devotee
for the
of
belt.
Zinch. And you have broadcasted this achievement all over the place. Through the Noosphere, through Vox, through smoke signals, through everything.
Through the rain dance.
The word is spreading like wildfire from mouth to mouth.
I will be heading, as I said last week, I will be heading straight to the, what do you call it, space station that I accidentally captured. Accidentally took over without fucking meaning to. Where we will allow the men to party and revel in their victory, while Leonidas thinks about his next steps.
Okay. I'm gonna need a navigation test. Let's keep it simple and make it a target 80.
I'm not a navigator, but I can roll the navigators.
Let me spawn you some dice.
So, you said target 80. Ooh, I'm fating that. Ooh, bad. 78.
That is barely a success.
Yeah.
But it is a success nonetheless. Whatever it is, something is disrupting the warp around here. And it needed all of the navigator's abilities to ensure safe travels. Your navigator is a master of the warp, and by using whatever it is they are using, sorcery, innate abilities, mutation, whatever it is, it worked. Under these conditions, other ships would have been lost forever, but not this one. You have braved the storm, and you successfully make it to the other side. In 20 days.
That's fine. Let the men party. Let the men party. Leonidas is just going to go to his station. His station office in he's gonna think he thinks for about 5-6 hours, where he will then just go, I have an idea. And he'll go, House Marti will most likely begin flooding my protectorate soon with trade vessels trying to usurp influence. I will not allow it. So Leonidas will stand all regal in in the space station office, wearing his. He never wears it, but he's going to wear his full regalia, gold chains, the diamonds, and a red, black, and gold trimmed kilt. He's full regalia, and over the new sphere, he will say, with stability on the rise in the region, I hereby proclaim the 6 worlds under my command, the Peloponnesian Protectorate. All those that wish to do harm against it, under my warrant of ascension, will be dealt with as an enemy of the Imperium. Those that wish to help stabilize the region, further stabilize the region, is welcome with open arms. To the heretic, to the renegade, to the pirate, I am coming. Best leave. Broadcast ends. He sits down and goes, paperwork.
Yeah, who was the last one to give you paperwork?
Nothing. But as he's doing his paperwork, he'll go, that bishop in that shrine world, summon his ass here, because I believe he's been doing a little no-no with his sect. I believe his sect was supposed to be celibate, but he ain't celibate.
Yes.
And
Seraphina's mission has gathered evidence that he isn't being 100% true to his oaths.
and under Peloponnesian Protectorate law, disobeying your oath, whatever the oath may be, whether that be your cult's oath, an oath to your liege, or an oath to a deal you made, is punishable by hard labour, penal battalion, or even death. When I'm looking at the evidence, how severe is it? I'm just flicking through the evidence. How bad is his sins against his oath?
Do you have a scholastic lore ecclesiarchy?
I believe I do. I'm just trying to find my sheet.
Scholastic. Or is it common lore? It might be common lore.
Ecclesiarchy, yes, it's common law.
It's common, yeah.
85 is my target.
Whoa.
Faking that. Dice don't like me.
Oh, no idea. You are aware of the cult of the machine way of things? but how the cult of the Emperor would handle it, or how NRBTs would handle it in this case, well, no
I
clue.
have a common lore about
Adepts
Arbites,
RBTs.
but about disobedience, but I also have a Scholastic Lord Judgment.
Scholastic Lore
And
Judgment.
it may not actually be called Judgment. I
It's,
have the
it's-
one that gives
it
me
is
all the
Judgment,
like.
yes.
I have basically I know the law
Yeah.
because I wrote
Yes.
the fucking law.
It's a Scholastic Lore Judgment test, yeah, but you rolled 92 anyway.
Oh no, it changes the outcome for it because I have 95 on that. Because I have a plus 10 in that one.
Your target is 95 for that one?
Yeah, if it was Scholastic Law Judgment, it would be 95.
Okay. Then, by dusting off some long forgotten books in your private library, you find one of the very few pre-31st millennium Arbites books. And in this, you can see that such crimes, such transgressions, can be punished by death, public execution. To set an example so that no one else may commit crimes such as these. With execution by fire so that the soul and the body might be cleansed.
I continue to read it. Oh well, that's juicy. And go, I could do that. Or I could send them to a penal battalion, because it needs reinforced. There's like 30 guys left in there. About the age of 10. It would be 5, but there's a 50-year-old guy there that pushed up the average age.
100%.
Or I could disgrace him, and I go, you know what? I'm going to disgrace him. Where Leonidas didn't know about these sins. So what he's going to do is he's going to tell Serafina to publicly leak the information with all the proof, like the video proof and all of that. So it forces me to step in and, you know, how could such a thing happen? If you understand what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because that way it can't be fabricated. I can't have fabricated it.
There is a chance the information might lead someone back to you if they start investigating and inquiring about who got this information and who leaked it.
Oh, okay. If that's the case, then I'm just going to, you know, summon him under like Leonidas often gives people optional summonings, like, hey, I could use you here, but this is going to be client summoned, meaning he has to come.
Hmm.
And it's going to be public. Like a public summons.
Public meeting.
Not a meeting. The summoning is going to be public knowledge. Like he's been officially summoned to the station.
I see.
And when he gets there, I'm going to tell the Arbites, to what's the word I'm looking? To escort him to my office.
Okay.
Letting people know that, hey, no, something's going down. This guy's. Yeah. That alone should damage his reputation enough.
That's gonna happen once you exit the warp.
Yeah.
You still have over 15 days left of warp travel.
With the remaining 15 days, I'm going to look at the list that I'm going to be looking at the planet that I claimed I cracked on my sessions back.
Yeah.
And I believe you said it's very abundant in resources. Like the entire system to the point where it'll make a good mining colony.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've been given mining equipment and techniques to run said mining equipment.
Yeah.
I just need hab units. And those are either very rare or extremely rare. I forget what book they're in. Like Jovian pattern hab units or hab or something like that.
What?
It's like Jovian pattern hab units. I think they're in the colonization book. I think it's like extremely rare or very rare. I think you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I think it might be.
I don't remember asking for those.
Nah, meaning
Well,
I'll need to go order them in.
yeah, if you want to improve the living conditions of the servitors and or the personnel that's gonna be working on it.
Yeah, I will.
That's so sweet of you.
Yeah, you know, I want people to move there. I want to start make sure that it's able to defend itself, but also use it to flood the forge with a lot of minerals. The forge world with a lot of minerals, so they can begin rebuilding quicker. And then slap in like 1,300 men, like 1,000 men from the 300 on it, and go, this is your land. Organise yourselves, mate.
Here's your rock.
Yeah, you know, it's part of the pensions is basically the guys getting ready to retire.
I see.
So what's the rarity in that?
Um,
I believe it's extremely rare. So I don't remember what book it is exactly. Might be Into the Storm.
see, because there's a kind of different way to calculate it for ship parts.
Oh, it's not a ship part. It's would you go? It's what do you call it? It's like buying large rifles and stuff like that.
Well, I'm assuming it would be very rare.
Very rare, and I believe each one holds like 50. So I'm just gonna get like each one holds like 50 guys. So I'm just gonna get 50 of them. Well, it'll be 100 of them. Basically, a company size. And they're gonna be good craftsmanship.
Stars of Iniquity. Planet-side adventures, population. Populating the expanse. The colonial endeavor. Colony upgrades. Essential infrastructure. Support upgrades.
I know it's in one of the books, I'm just not too sure what book.
Mining and industry.
One, three, four. Boom. Oh no, it's emergency hab. It is in Into the Storm. No wait, that's not it. The emergency hab is basically a tent. Look, best quality gives them waterproofing. Oh, wow. It's a habitation unit though.
Is it in the extended armory? In the Starships expanded? Where is it?
I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to.
What space is it on?
134 is Into the Storm. 134 or 135 if you're looking at PDF. Because it's a tool. Oh, there we go. Jovian Pattern Modular Hab Base.
Common craftsmanship modular hub base includes one barracks, up to 40 people, commissary, medical facility, command and communications hub, complete with Vox and Auspex arrays, 2 storage sheds, small genitorium and a prefab landing pad. Good craftsmanship bases include prefabricated bulwark capable of surrounding the base and 2 saber defense platforms and with 2 twin-linked heavy stabbers. Basic craftsmanship versions also include a laboratory facility.
Extremely rare.
Mm.
I'm gonna get about 100 of them. I'd might as well do best quality. That is a target. Oh, 29. A 61. A fate. 63. Now the dice do not like me.
It's a bad day.
If I was to burn like 9 profit factor, would that get me in?
I'll tell you what. You can succeed on this roll if you push, let's say. Like in... Have you ever played Call of Cthulhu RPG?
No.
Okay. Anyway, you can... you can get those. And I want you to roll a d10.
Mm. 2.
Okay. I'll send you what happened. In the hints. Well, in the text chat. Sabotage is one of the colony's important mines. Kills a large portion of the colony's experienced laborers, as well as sealing some of its valuable natural resources under billions of tons of rubble. The colony's productivity decreases by 2 until the saboteurs can be found and dispatched, either with a hard -20 command test or a personal investigation into the matter by the colony's leader or a group of explorers.
Command test, or it's up to you.
What's up, Burger King?
Anything have arrived.
Yeah, I thought we were in the return channel.
Yeah. We're in the middle of a
Yeah.
session.
Yeah, I'll just mute for now.
Yeah, it's up to you. So I don't have the skill set to launch an investigation. That's what other people are for.
It's gonna be too hard to do it as is. You have to basically...
Wait, it's an inquiry test, I believe, when you want to find something out.
Well, this specific one is a command -20, according to the book.
Yeah.
But I would say, in order to solve it, you would have to go down there yourself, or you should send a special team to uncover the truth or bring the saboteurs.
So I'm just checking out whether I even have the skill set to do an investigation myself. I don't think I do.
And technically it hasn't happened yet, but it's gonna
Right.
come up at some point in the future. You're still in the warp and the equipment hasn't arrived yet.
Yeah, no, it's just so I can think, and I don't. It gives me as a player to think about it though.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, I can't even launch an investigation. Well, I can launch it, but I can't do anything. Okay. But yeah, they get their hab bases.
Yes, they do. They
Yes.
get their cozy Jovian pattern bases.
Fucking Leonidas, he looks after his people that can defend itself. That's going to be one hell of a bloody fortress. And local wildlife ain't going to like.
Yeah, there's gonna be seal clubbing resorts.
And I'm going to get the like two of the three ships that I have to begin shipping people from the high world that we have
Hmm.
to the mining world. You know, to begin the colonization efforts. And while that's happening, I'm going to write down the world's constitution.
Okay.
That should keep me occupied for the next 15 days.
Totally. Yeah.
Legal work.
More paperwork. Where's my paperwork?
Fucking House Marti. That's who the saboteurs were.
Probably. Maybe.
Yeah. I don't care if it turns out it isn't. I'm blaming it on them.
There it is.
Oh, I'm also gonna direct. I'm gonna direct one of the ships to pull people from the high world into the mining world. Another ship to go from the agricultural world to the mining world, and then the last remaining ship from the mining world to the forge world. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So it's like 3 trade routes just feeding into each other.
Should be a triangle of mutual support
Yeah.
and resupply.
Because the forge world will send mining and farming equipment to the mining world. The farming equipment will then get moved onto the agricultural world. While the mining equipment goes to there, and then the shrine world will get it spread via the mining world.
Mm-hmm.
Mining world is essentially going to be turned into my centralised logistics hub until I can expand my trade fleet out a little bit, but also set up a capital world. But at the moment I'm focused on getting the mining world up. Alright, I'm just letting you know the plan so you can prepare.
It's okay, it's right. There's a lot of work to be done.
Yeah. But yeah, I believe that's... Do you want me to make a roll for the Constitution? It's basically going to be Spartan as Spartan can be. You must supply 1,000 men to the military every month. But we only have 400 people. Figure it out.
Yeah, make a Scholastic Lord Judgment test minus 13.
Okay.
Unless you want it to be more vanilla-like and you want to make it with a minus 10.
It's basically just copying his world's his own world's constitution
Mm-hmm.
into like very disciplined, duty first, oath bound, that type of thing. So basically vanilla like, but also with some real like, well, it's really unimportant type situation. But it's up to you.
Okay. Then you won't have to roll for it. It's gonna be a direct copy of your homeworld's constitution.
Yeah. Because when this place has an opponent's immense and manpower, it's going to be raising a standing regiment. Which I imagine has got like a population of 2. It'll have a population of 2 or 3 to start with.
1,000.
Yeah, pretty much. But at the moment it's just clear the land, start mining. More and more people get flooded in as time goes on.
People are looking to make a fortune, like the gold fever in. You
Oh.
know.
I haven't, thank you. Leonidas will come up with an idea once he's finished writing down a constitution. He'll be like, I'm finishing this. Finishes the constitution, i.e. he just pulls out his world's constitution, signs his name and goes, it's done. And goes, like, starts making propaganda posters saying, mine for the Emperor. The Forge World needs you. Mine for it.
It's not
Like,
mine, it's ours.
Yeah. And he's going to have a picture of the like a 300 guy in his full kit with a shovel starting to dig. And he's going to have like, you know, the TV advert with the 300. I killed heretics for a living, and now I'm mine for the Empire. Join now. Go to your nearest recruitment office. Terms and conditions apply. Chance of survival uncertain.
Chances of survival is non-conclusive, like indeterminate.
By accepted to colonise, you hereby acknowledge Leonidas is not responsible for your untimely death and hereby cannot sue. Take out Leonidas' life supports. Life insurance policy now. All for $99.99. Terms and conditions apply. Anyways, but yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's going to start doing like the whole propaganda thing. Like, this isn't mine, it's ours.
All right. Let's see. How is the journey through the warp?
I don't know, how is it?
The astropath is tweaking again. As
Oh,
always.
has his head exploded?
His head spins 360 degrees. His limbs bend as if he doesn't have any bones.
Kill him.
his torso arches until he's bent in half.
Kill him. Nightmare, kill him. That shit's no natural.
Nightmare races to the astropathic choir. Everybody in there screams in pain in his presence. If it was too late for the astropath, it will never be known. A shot from Nightmare puts an end to it.
The guy was doing some weird fucking exorcist shit, man. Nah. Really nice thing putting up with that shit in his boat. And I'm going to permanently assign Nightmare to the astropathic choir. So if it happens again, he just shoots him.
Right.
So now I now have 3 cycles, 3 astropaths left. I need to go shopping for astropaths.
Yeah. This was the most troubling occurrence during the travel in the warp. Now, according to the navigator, you have mere hours before you reach your destination.
Have we successfily told the bishop to be summoned?
You're not out of the warp yet, and the astropath just went full exorcism on you.
Okay. Okay. Fucking snail mail that shit then. But I'm just waiting until we leave the... Yeah, because there's nothing else on my character to do. He's just...
Mm-hmm. And so, once again, the veil between the warp and real space is torn up, and the hot gates emerge. Through the ship's augers, through the outer layers, the space station is visible, with all its platforms, its hangars. Its various docks. You can also see that there's a bunch of ships now here, more than there were previously. It appears that the station is quite busy.
Good. Commerce was returning to the area.
Come again?
Commerce is returning to the area. That's good.
Yeah. The ships. Do I receive the IFFs? I who they belong to? You can hail them, yes.
Not gonna do that. I'm just gonna dock at my private station and then head to my office and allow them into party.
Mm-hmm.
And I see there's a shit ton of paperwork in this office.
It's waiting for you. And there's even more
No, I
paperwork
don't.
here. Because the Administorum agent you left behind hasn't done anything really. He's been doing the bare minimum.
I'm gonna slap him and say, do your fucking work, and next time I will shoot you for incompetence.
Yes, yes, my lord. He starts scribbling, starts getting busy with one of the stacks of papers and parchments on the desk.
I'm gonna stand over him and wait until he's fucking done. And I'm gonna, you know, get some crisps or chips or whatever they call them in Greece and just start, you know, slowly eating them and munching very loudly on it, letting them know I'm here and you're not doing your work fast enough.
He goes at it for a couple of hours, doing an okay job. And then you see he takes every chance to start slacking.
When I see that, I just start racking my bolt pistol. You know, like, I step out, see that he's slacking, and the CCTV camera that's watching him come in, just rack the bolt pistol, and go, and just, you know, tap the glass, and go, I'm watching.
Yeah, he returns to work. But you can see he's either tired, bored, or whatever. His productivity is still kinda low right now.
I'm okay. I'm gonna go. Right, what can I do to actually improve your productivity? Putting the bolt pistol on his table.
He looks at it. He swallows saliva, gulps, and says, some time for rest, maybe."
I look at the stats of paperwork and go, oh, you clearly slacked off. You've been doing the bare minimum. I'll give you rest. But what else? You'll get one thing I will give you, in condition that you actually do your work. Because I'm more than happy for you to meet Eleanor.
"Who is that?"
I pull out a plasma pistol.
You can see him going pale. No.
I'm a very reasonable man. Ask any of the men that follow me and fight me, but I'm actually very generous. Like, see Private Gary over there? The 300? He's just inherited 30,000 acres of land on the... Like, what private do you know gets 30,000 acres?
The average private that goes through the station never makes it to retirement and is only paid in ammunition and corpse starch.
Now, think about you. If you actually do well, you know, do your job well, what I'll give you. 60,000 acres? 100,000 acres? Your own fucking planet to govern.
You will?
A wife. It depends how good you actually do your fucking... Or do you want to meet Eleanor's sisters?
Horg's barfists?
No, it's a plasma cannon. and a plasma rifle.
No, I've had enough of this family.
Nah. A shame. He's looking for a husband.
Looking for a kiss.
Now, what can I do?
He asks for permissions to be able to visit the closest pleasure world.
He goes, tell you what. If you do this work and you do it extremely well, not only will I let you visit the closest pleasure world, I will pay for it myself. All expenses paid. 3 months holiday. Paid holiday.
His face lights up.
But if I find anything wrong with this paperwork, Eleanor has a cousin.
No, I'll take over the paperwork. It will be done in no time. Don't worry, Lord.
If I find anything wrong, you're dead. He walks out.
He forms the sign of the Aquila and says, "Of course, my lord. I know, my lord."
He comes back in, takes his bolt pistol and plasma pistol and leaves.
And the
And I'm going to station one. I'm going to
calls
station one of.
a couple of
Oh.
servitors into his office for assistance.
And I'm going to station one of my household guards in his office to watch him.
All right.
Any orders is any sign of slacking off, put a spear in his skull. Mate, when you have fear, one man, you got to play into it.
Mm.
Threatening to kill the administrator, dude.
Oh, you were picking your nose? Plasma pistol to the face.
Eleanor says hi. You should meet her sister.
Bernadette.
Yeah, it's a flamer.
Augustine.
Yeah. Now, Leonidas is then going to go back into the same office and say, get the bishop from the shrine world here. My astropaths seem not to work.
The transmission is successful. You know they have received the message. And now you are waiting for a response.
Then, as I'm waiting for the response, I'm gonna check if there's any outstanding business or anyone that wants to see him, see Leonidas.
Mm-hmm. Well, there is someone who's been insisting on wanting to meet you personally. He is the leader of some form of war band that's been present in this area. With a small fleet, basically, and a couple of squadrons of space-capable vessels.
Can I do an inquiry into them, making sure they're not corrupted or bought by any of my rivals type thing?
Mm-hmm. Make an inquiry test with minus 30.
Okay, inquiry. So 85. $38, so 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. That's 4.5 degrees of success, so 4 degrees.
They were part of a regiment that got dissolved after it was defeated, and it seems like they have branched out on their own. And they have been operating under a different name other than their original, because originally they had a run-in with Chaos around here, and they wanted to avoid execution.
What does that mean? Like a run-in, i.e. they helped them out, or...
They have fought against Chaos forces,
Okay.
and knowledge is excuse enough for someone to be executed.
Okay, bring him in. No, Leonidas is just going to tell his secretary to bring him in.
Let's see. This is him.
Do you fear my falling to chaos?
Of course. Whatever lies behind your resistance, it can only be to the enemies.
This
I will destroy Nemoth with skill and steel, or die trying.
is the leader of the warband, the Lord General. They're named the Iron Vultures because they are mostly spacecraft and aircraft capable troops. This guy's name is... one second.
My servant did all that I hoped and more. But you never succeeded without you. Captain Titus.
Egon van Werner. Type it in the text chat, of course.
It's a very German name.
Yes. Iron Vultures, Lord General.
Did I pick up in how successful they've been fighting against Chaos?
They weren't very successful, actually. They lost. And the regiment
I mean,
was...
meaning when they split off on their own.
after that, they had a good record.
Okay.
They,
And this is
after
confirmed by
that, they've
independent
been
sources.
mainly fighting against Dark Eldar, who were assaulting the nearby worlds, and have also been used to reinforce some planets who had some other minor troubles like orcs or some other kind of unknown xenorace that thought it'd be good to attack the Imperium.
Unknown Xenos. Okay. That's good to know. So is the guy an actual lord, or is he just taking that title?
He's the lord as far as military hierarchy goes. He isn't he? His name doesn't have claim to any plots of land, to any star systems, to any planets or
Oh.
anything. Not even the situation of the ownership of his vessels isn't very clear, because the latest supposed owner would be the original general of the force, who is dead, so who gets to keep the ships? It should be the Astra Militarum and whoever they are assigned to, but there has been no
So,
no
in
one.
effect, these guys are renegade.
Yes, they can be regarded as renegade. Yes.
Okay. I think I know what this guy's going to be after. So, he steps down. Leonidas is just, does some like he's just signing some papers. Looks up and goes, "General, sorry, I've been busy capturing a forge world. You've been inquiring for me."
Yes, my good sir. I have been wanting to meet you for a very long time. I've heard of your successes and your strikes against the great enemy. I want to personally congratulate you and share my joy with you. Hearing the outcome of your battles have certainly been very pleasurable and has brought me happiness in a world where every day is as dark as ever.
Leonidas, he just does a little, a glance up as he's busy writing, and goes, "Cut the bullshit. You're a military man. I'm a military man. Speak to me the way you would speak to your men."
He takes a deep breath. As you might already know, my ships have no official master, and me and my men will be assigned to a different general whenever anyone from the Adeptus Ministorum or the Astra Militarum makes it here. That is something I would not wish upon my men, to be assigned off to some random, grandiose, self-absorbed Astra Militarum Lords of Terra lackey. These are very capable men. It would be wasteful to see them spent for some dog's vanity. Me and my men only wish to serve the Emperor and the Imperium. And as we have done so in the past, we know the horrors of the galaxy, and we do not turn a blind eye to them.
Leonidas is like, okay, one, I'm technically, or well, at least am an Astra Militarum lackey general. Even though I'm not trained on Terra itself, I was trained on my home world. So you might want to speak to those men with a bit of respect. But I get what you mean, there's a lot of incompetent bastards there. But most of them are good men. Two, I am aware about your ship's situation. Your situation with your ships. So you want me to requisition you into my retinue? Take formal command over you? Is that what you're wanting?
I would consider this to be a favorable outcome, yes.
What do I get out of it other than a... Forgive me. You fight well against Xenos and the like, but my enemy isn't Xenos, it's the traitors. Which, not just discounting your ability to fight other threats, the time that you did face them didn't go particularly well for you. Now, if I knew how your red worked, how it fought, I may be more inclined to requisition you in. It means calling in a few favours from
A few favors from what?
the Astra Militarum. You know, the Administratum and the Navy, because they would want their ships back. It seems like I'm giving you a lot and I'm getting, what, 10,000 men and a couple of ships? How many men do you have?
We are mainly mechanized and have... how many would that be? A few squadrons of airships and space-capable vessels. It's not... Our power doesn't lie in our numbers. It lies in our expertise. Be it void combat or planet-side bombardment and dogfights.
Tell you what, there's something I need you to go do for me. I'll assign you under my warrant, temporarily, and if you successfully do this, I will make it permanent. He gives the bishop's name, like he hands over an arrest warrant for the bishop, and go, get this man, bring him back, and if it goes off without a hitch, no problem. But if you flatten the planet, I'm coming after you.
He smiles.
Seems
and
like a deal.
says, well, I assume it will be easier. Oftentimes we have to eliminate a target rather than take them with us. This should be a piece of cake for my vultures.
Well, I will say this, if he puts up a fight, kill him, but I will deny any involvement. Does that make sense?
Of course, I've never met you before.
I don't know who you are. So, what I'm going to do here is, here's the arrest warrant. You just happen to hear that an arrest warrant's been put out on him. Understood? It's like, oh, there's an arrest warrant out of this guy. Let's do the Emperor's justice. And then... yeah. If it goes wrong, I will deny any involvement. But at the same time, I will give you a location to hide. Because I may need some renegades.
It's
But
a
if it goes
deal.
fantastic, so I'll bring you in formally.
Of course.
And feel free to resupply your men. And resupply your ship. And anything I can do for you?
You've done more than enough, my lord. We shall
excuse
meet
me.
again. Yes.
And now, excuse me, stranger, I believe you've taken a wrong turn. The toilets are that way.
Oh, but of course. Clear skies. And turns to leave.
Shots. Leonidas shooting at the bishops when the bishop would be like, what the fuck?
He's gonna get abducted by some spaceship, grav suit wearing Tempestus Aquilons.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is going on here? Leonidas is like, oh, wow, that was quick. That's what it was quick.
Yeah, he's not gonna know what hit him.
Imagine how this guy reading the arrest warrant would see oath-breaking, crimes against his sect, like a bunch of debauchery charges against his warrant, against his name. Like, what the fuck? And then his and goes, anyone else? Is it just that one guy?
The servitor chimes in through the vox and says, there are a lot of people who are asking for provisions and other goods to be transferred to their home worlds. They are requesting aid, my lord.
You know, it's just like I only have 3 ships, and they're currently triangling the 4 worlds I have.
What shall I answer them, my lord?
What are they asking for?
The servitor goes on to give you a very detailed list of all the metric tons of supplies, small arms, building materials, some personnel, everything. Basically everyone who is present on this station is having trouble managing their homeworld because of everything that's been going on, really, and they want all the help they can get.
Right, so what Leonidas is going to do then is, so they've come in their own ships.
Yes,
So,
my lord. The majority of them have come on their own personal vessels.
And he went, all those asking for grains and firearms and weaponry, we have a crap ton of that, and we can stamp that shit out, no problem. Tell them the order will be fulfilled. I can't help with these heavy materials, but I will do instead is deploy my tank regiment to help them out. And he just begins shifting stuff around, buying, trading, selling, that type of thing, so he can fulfill as much as he can.
Make a commerce with minus 30.
Commerce with minus 30. Target. That is 0.1 degrees of success.
So, there is enough stuff to go around, and the most reasonable requests can be covered. But still, there is things the governors ask for that are not realistic. They won't be covered.
Well, that's... yeah. Imagine I just pulled those governors in
Mm-hmm.
and just turn and say, why the fuck are you asking for an entire Baneblade regiment?
It's
Like,
for the
mate,
protection of our planet, of course. These wastelanders have been a pain in our ass for decades. We need the means to
It's
protect ourselves.
And Leonidas is like... It's like 5,000 guys with shovels. You're facing a rebellion on your planet with 5,000 men with shovels. Like, they don't have an auto gun, they have shovels. And you're asking for Baneblades?
We have to destroy their bases. We have to obliterate them, put the fear of the God Emperor into their hearts.
And Leonidas just... like, hand, you know, the Italian hand and goes, shovels. They're threatening you with shovels. Fuck it. And he goes, I'll tell you what. Leonidas sends like a battalion of his tanks to them and goes, that should be more than enough. Like 50 tanks.
I don't want Liman Rasses and Chimeras. I want a Baneblade.
Bro, if you want a Baneblade, go talk to the Admiral. He's got like 1,000 of them. And he's busy fighting Tyranids.
Of course, send me off to someone else. Keep all the equipment for yourself.
I don't have Baneblades. In fact, I delivered the Baneblades to the Admiral.
And then why isn't the Admiral around to support us?
He's fighting Tyranids.
What the hell is a Tyranid?
Bug, a big massive bug that likes to consume biomass to create more of them. Think orc.
That's more important than saving a whole planet? Fighting bugs?
5,000 men with shovels. You know, things you dig with.
They have been devastating the countryside.
By digging.
They have to be taught a lesson.
50 tanks should do it. Particularly when they see my insignia.
I'm telling you, we need a Baneblade.
Leonidas is like, what's the name of your world?
He gives the designated number for the world, XF37 Gullius.
He looks at its tithe grade.
Their tithe is personnel. It's 15,000 people per year. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
The tithe is
If
manpower.
you just
15,000 people per year.
oh my god, that's nothing. I shit that. Like, bro, I have a PDF force of 500,000 on my agricultural world I pull from. Like, hey, that's... So in other words, it's not important.
Mm.
So me sending 50 tanks is more than enough. Pat, I'm assuming me sending 50 tanks is more than enough.
Well, the governor isn't pleased.
Okay, then, I'll send 100.
No, we have to use a Baneblade. It is the symbol of the Imperium's might.
Right, I'm gonna do this. A Baneblade out in the Legend of the Expanse add-on book, the homebrew book. A Baneblade is extremely rare. No, it's near unique.
Yeah.
And that's a Shadow Blade, but it's same thing, which is
Yeah.
minus 50. And it's I'm just a single Baneblade, common quality, which makes it 49. Okay, it's a 50-50 chance.
Let's see.
Yeah. I'm just gonna roll it in the Discord then.
Okay.
Slash 1B100
Exclamation point.
target 1. Oh my fucking god! I got a single Baneblade. Leonidas probably looks for his books and goes, "Where the fuck did that come from?" What, a Baneblade sitting in my armory?
The Emperor provides.
And I'm just gonna look up and go. I'm just gonna transfer put that Baneblade inside the head our tank regiment, and go. I'll deploy the entire tank regiment that I have. It's just smiling at him. It's like, there's a Baneblade there, and I will be definitely taking that bitch back. He's like, where the fuck did that Beyblade come from?
Yeah, it was on some reclaimed lost planet, some lost moon or whatever.
Fucking...
The Emperor provides. Praise be to him.
And I'm like, Leonidas is like, yeah. By the way, your world's now part of my protector. If I'm sending a Baneblade to protect your ass, your tithe coming to me, or you get no Baneblade. Do you want your Baneblade?
Yes, I'll have the Baneblade.
Okay, then sign this.
He signs it.
Yeah, I'm like, the bro just gave me his entire world. Like, okay. Thank you. The tank regiment will be deployed to your world, Governor.
Perfect. Thank you for the collaboration.
Oh, and Governor, I need to ask, what type of world are you?
Uh, our world has changed designation many times. We used to be a shrine world, but as populations rose, we became um, a hive world essentially. We are providing men and women to fight for the Imperium.
Yeah, yeah, so you're a shrine world, high world, what?
Right now, we are designated as a high world.
Okay, and you only supply 15,000 men?
Yes.
What the fuck? It's just like, yeah, you're giving me your entire books and everything, and I'm gonna look through them. And, Governor, if you're relying on your tax reports, oh, oh boy, you're gonna be in trouble. Because that contract you just signed, yeah, let's just say, you're gonna wish you never got that Baneblade.
We are serving the Emperor to our greatest ability.
Yes, yes, now go away, Governor. Go away.
Very well. And he turns to leave.
I imagine like the governor's coming with such a smile on his face, and he's like, yes.
Yeah.
They're like, what the fuck? You got a Baneblade?
Yeah, you know he's gonna be flexing that every chance he gets.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to be seizing the half of them at one point. Because it's part of my tank regiment. He just signed a piece of paper and was like, yeah, that tank's still mine. I'm just lending it to you. Okay, anything else that my character needs to do?
Just coordinate any kind of repairs or restocking that your troops or material require.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's been pretty peachy around here. No Dark Eldar, no orcs, no Nurglings in the dishwasher or anything.
Okay. Let's start the orgy to get Slaanesh involved.
think there's gonna be Slanesh influence on this platform, on this station?
Of course, this is where I begin to fall.
Oh no.
Nah. Then it's a case of me just waiting until I hear back from the mining world. Or the bishop, whatever one comes first.
Well, of course it's gonna take some time for the mission to conclude. The bishop is responding and says that he's gonna be sending some of his followers to you.
Ah, I've already sent for his arrest warrant, so he didn't even follow with the compliance.
It's not. He's not gonna be coming himself.
Even though, so correct me if I'm wrong. Leonidas did request him,
Yes.
so he's disobeying an order from his liege.
There is a very detailed list of reasons why he couldn't be present when summoned. And he's sent his second in command, his right hand, and his most trusted individuals.
That's all I needed to know. It's like, okay, it's like,
And of course, some gifts to sweeten the deal in his absence. Some
I'm just-
relics, some items of religious significance.
oh, so bribery now. We'll add that to the list of charges. I know I summoned him, so that's like I specifically put a compliance summons on him. He's not showing up. Gave me a list of reasons. What? No, doesn't matter. Compliance. He's denied an official order, so I could label that as treason.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's trying to bribe an official.
Well, it's not bribery if you consider it a gift.
No, this guy's been this guy had a warrant of arrest put out on him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, he doesn't know it yet, but he's just. I think we can both agree, Para. He just landed himself in hot shit.
Well,
My character would know.
depends.
My character would know whether or not he's landed himself in hot shit. But it's just my interpretation of it. It's like,
Yeah, it's up to interpretation. For example, if someone valued these relics or the ecclesiarchy, the blessings of the ecclesiarchy or whatnot, then you might consider this as compensation enough for him not showing up.
Nope.
He's
I consider that a bribe.
He's sending battle sisters to accompany his retinue. And some might grab the chance to have said battle sisters serve them, or well, not serve.
Oh no, I'm going
them.
to. I'm going to. In fact, as soon as I said battle, I'm going to. When they arrive, I'm going to immediately keep the right-hand man away, summon the sisters in, and show them the evidence. Just like, here's the evidence. Because the Sisters of Battle, first and foremost, must keep. They're there to keep the ecclesiarchy in check as well.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm also going to have the right hand when they arrive. I'm going to bring them, all of them in. Just let me know when they arrive.
Yeah, it's gonna take them some time to arrive. It seems like they're not in a hurry.
Mm. Okay then, is there any reports on the agricultural world that I own?
It's been going very well, actually. The corruption has been mostly cleansed, taken care of, and the production has been rising constantly with the aid of the Forge world and the maintenance of the equipment, the protection from any external threats. Yeah, the agri world is peaking.
Can I squeeze any more production out of?
Probably yes.
What can I? So I'm thinking it's getting stuff from the Forge world in. It's sending its SS out to the high world, to the brine world, and to the mining world. What do they require?
To increase productivity.
Yeah, or just in general, like increased productivity is something that Leonidas would love. But them, like, what are they asking for?
Well, if they had more equipment and personnel available, they would be able to make use of even greater, even bigger parts of the planet to terraform and farm some more difficult areas, let's say.
Okay, that's the case then. Have the astropaths attempt to contact my sister for planetary nobility from my world to come in?
Okay. I'm going to roll on the simulator.
Yeah. Sorry, you haven't opened up the.
Yeah. I got a 33, which is phenomena, first of all.
Ooh. But it still doesn't make it because the target was 15.
Oh, it's Perils of the Warp. Let's see. Dark Summoning. A warp predator rips into existence for such rounds or until it is slain. It detests the Psyker and trains its attacks on the fool that unwittingly summoned it.
Good thing I permanently assigned Nightmare there.
Yeah.
He basically makes the demon go bye-bye.
Yeah, he weakens the demon. Let's see.
And the demon basically turns everything about him turns into natural, essentially.
Yeah. 49 is a success on the part of Nightmare, and he successfully banishes the demon.
But did the message go through?
Yeah, it did. You've been having
That's all I care
such a
about.
bad time with your astropaths, man. It's been a constant failure from day one. Oh my god.
The message went through, so Leonidas won't execute him. Execute the astropath. It's like, you got the message through, that's all I care about. You summoned the demon, shit like that happens all the time.
Yeah, it's
Don't worry about
it's
it.
a Tuesday for us.
Okay. That's the case then. How do I get top tier astropaths? Like, I need to upgrade my astropaths now.
Yeah. Have to find some better ones. Find a planet that has a lot of psychers or someone who is willing to part with theirs. Have them.
I'll do both. I'll try and do both. But no, I have a common law Astro Telepathica.
Hmm.
The angle. Oh, this planet has a lot of psychers. I need astropaths. I'll pay you 10 billion. Have land on a mining world you can get.
How much corn or wheat can you eat? Can you handle?
Yeah, no, that's basically what my character's going to be doing. Like, go, like, say to all the governors and stuff that are currently in the station. Leonidas walks out and goes, "Hey, before you leave, I need astropaths. How much corn? How much guns? How much land can you handle?" You though, you could stand to lose a few pounds. So,
Make a commerce test, a barter test.
barter.
With -10, I'd say.
So that's 95.
And tell me how many degrees of success did you get?
That's 9 degrees of
That's
success.
9. Alright. So, now make
Man, I
a...
read those quints half.
Yeah, make a Astra Telepathica test with -12.
Minus 12.
Yes.
$62. Okay. That's 3. That's 3 degrees of success.
Alright. You know of a line of astropaths that have been decommissioned, essentially. And they have been given land in a nearby star system. And they have been serving as advisors and lords for the and reasons for a planetary governor here. It is probable that a member of their house, their family, could be psychically gifted that would be willing to become a part of a crew.
I will say this to them through a message or whatever, saying, "I'll give you land on my mining world if you send me 15 astropaths. Good? And all the bitches you can handle." basically, I'm just gonna contact this family and go, "Hey, you creepy ass cunts. I need yous. How much?
And there is
$5 for a long time."
and there is a response. They send a number. They require a shit ton of thrones and a collection of master crafted, you know, pistols and swords for personal collection.
I'm assuming I have access to master like pistols and swords. I'm assuming it's like revolvers and stuff they're asking for.
Yeah, you know, one of them wants a hand cannon, the other wants a las pistol, the other one wants a mono mono sword that's in the shape of a scimitar and stuff like that.
Do you have that stuff lying around?
You can acquire it, yes.
Okay.
That was the commerce test, essentially.
Alright, so yeah, I just have it lying around and I go. Imagine I just deposit the thrones and go, bring your asses over here and you get your stuff. I ain't leaving my space station just yet.
Yeah. There's gonna be 2 family members coming to you in the next, I don't know, 7 to 15 business days. With a few members, extra members of retinue, you know, personal bodyguards, scribes, and any other form of servitor or serf that they require. And the tools they require to focus their psychic telepathic abilities.
Imagine the list comes through and I'm like, I just pass it over to my secretary and get that for them.
Mm-hmm.
Leonidas drinks some orange juice, takes it off his battering boots, and puts on his governing boots again.
Always the boots.
And thinks gets up, goes to the guy that was supposed to be maintaining the station, just does a little peek in the camera. Is the bastard slacking off?
No. He's actually done more work in the few hours that you've been here than he did all the previous time combined.
I'm gonna knock the door and go, "Do you want chocolate cake?"
He declines, says, "No, I'm busy. I'm too busy. Thank you."
He just looks and goes, "Do you want chocolate cake?"
No, I said I'm busy, sir.
Pulls out a plasma pistol. "Do you want chocolate cake?"
I'll have some.
Yes.
Just grabs the plate.
And goes, "You said you wanted rest. Now take 5 minutes, get some rest, have some chocolate cake, then get back to work."
Yes, my lord.
Holsters his plasma pistol and goes, "I care about my men. You want that pleasure world? When I offer you something, you take it."
You hear him answer in the distance in the hallway, "Yes, my lord." as he stuffs his face with the chocolate cake from the can. You know, it's canned. It's gotta be canned. There's no way there's gonna be fresh chocolate cake around here.
Why would I give him fresh chocolate cake, man? That shit stays in my ship. Behind a fortress. Behind 20 armed guards is
Yeah.
a nightmare.
You don't have a personal kitchen for nothing.
I'll come back and go, hey. And if you do a fantastic job, if you somehow manage to save me, say, 150 million thrones, I'll make sure the next chocolate cake is fresh.
You see, there's a look of question in his face. He doesn't seem to realize that there can be fresh chocolate cake.
I squeeze an orange, a fresh orange, into a glass and drink it. Fresh. And just leaves. Leonidas, man, like when there's nothing to shoot him at, him, he gets really weird.
The lack of attempts on your life is what can I say? Intriguing.
Leonidas walks into the waiting area where people are waiting on him and goes, pudding? Anyone want pudding?
You see everybody freak out. It's like they've heard of, they know that you are this legendary rogue trader that's been kicking Chaos's ass, and now you're over here offering people cake. Like everyone is looking at you like you're demented or you're possessed. Someone is pulling out his gun silently, you know, cocking the hammer. Sir, are you alright?
He just looks and he's kind of smiling because, you know, this is the first time he's, you know, not had shit go wrong around him. And when he sees that gun cock, he just immediately looks at him and goes, you sure you want to do that? And he's like, oh yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, he puts it back and he's like, no, my lord, it's just haven't had an opportunity for that snack in Emperor knows how long.
And I haven't been shot at it. I haven't been shot at in 24 hours. Like, you know, like, I don't count warp travel there. I don't count that because, you know, we did have that incursion happen. But you know what I mean? Like, I haven't been shot at. I haven't been punched across the room. I haven't been stabbed. So when I go out and say, people, do you want pudding? It's me just asking people, one, if they want pudding, and two, if someone's going to try and shoot me. He just looks at some weird noble guy just looking at him like, what the fuck? And I'm like, yeah, that's my life.
Some guy chimes in, says, sir, I could shoot you if it made you feel better.
You fucking shoot me, you'll be dead.
Oh, okay. He shuts up.
Leonidas thinks
Gets
and
lost.
goes, you know what, actually... Leonidas thinks and goes, actually, shoot me, please. Something's not right. Shoot me.
He takes out his last pistol, takes aim, and shoots. It's a very good shot, straight, slap dab in the middle of your chest. And let's see. Last pistol.
1d10 plus 2, I think.
Yeah, it's 1d10 plus 2.
Pen 0.
It's 10.
Oh, Righteous Fury.
No, it's a total of 10.
Alright. It doesn't do anything. I take a last shot directly to the chest. I just look down, look up, and go, I like this coat.
It goes ping. There's a little bit of smoke coming off the scorched paint on your chest.
Leonidas just says, I like this jacket. It's my favourite jacket. Looking around, seeing what people think, because he just took a last shot straight to the chest and didn't flinch.
Yeah, their first reaction is awe and shock, but then they start to realize that you do have a reputation of surviving even more grievous wounds, more even stronger hits, so it kind of makes sense. And by the sound of it, they understand that you are heavily augmented.
Yeah.
And you're in power armor too.
I know this time. No, this time my base armor, 12 or 13.
How many times do you have the machine trained?
2 out of 3. So I just have my Stormtrooper stuff on. I think it's the Stormtrooper armor.
Carapace.
Yeah, it's the one that started off with. Because I'm not in my power armor being on a space station. That's just weird. Even for Leonidas. You know, he's in his power armor when he's expecting a fight. He's not expecting a fight, so he's just in his carafe. He's Stormtrooper armor.
Yeah.
It was like... Yeah.
I was sitting down wrong and now my leg's numb.
Yeah. And he looks over and goes... Looks over to the all the group and go, so does anyone want pudding? Then just get shot by a member of the 300.
Will I have to shoot you for it?
No.
Oh, I'll have some. I've never had pudding.
I like you. You had the balls to shoot me. You get Greek yogurt. Fresh.
What's fresh?
You know, just made. Not canned.
Okay. Sure.
Squeezes an orange juice.
Straight out of the
Squeezes an
tree.
orange.
Straight
drinks
out
it.
of the tree then.
Yeah. Then he just continues to walk where everybody's looking to meet him. He's like, Does anyone try to stop?
There are members
Catches attention.
of the Navy that are allies with the Rimardos fleet, and they are in the station for repairs, for resupply, to get new.
Oh, they get-
troops.
They get their resupply for free. If they're part of the Navy, they get it for free.
Okay. And there's
I imagine when they're
other-
like, okay,
other lowly nobles that are not visiting. They are here to refurbish their vessels now that there is a relatively safety, and they get to enjoy the safety of of the presence of both your and the Rimardos fleet. And they've taken they've taken their sports car to the shop for the mandatory service, so that they can then travel around and flex.
Oh, that's the case. That's the case. I've got to go one of these minor ship. I'm just going to stand next to them, eating some pudding. And the spaceship I'm looking at, what is it?
It's a, what is it? The small one, the Cobra. I think it's a Cobra pattern, Cobra.
Crowbar destroyer, essentially. Or is it a raider?
It's even smaller than a Raider.
Shit.
It's in one of the other books anyway. It's the Cobra class vessel.
Leonidas is just going to look at it and go. Just stand next to them and go. Mine's is faster and bigger. Eating yogurt.
No, the noble is.
Like, doesn't even announce him. Doesn't even announce himself or anything. He's just standing next to him, seeing this.
He slaps the top of his vessel and says, "This bad boy has taken me places you can't even imagine, man."
Necron Tomb World.
What's that?
Exactly. Hi, I'm Leonidas.
He responds by saying his name, by presenting himself. He does not know who you are.
You know, I just liberated the Forge world. Defended the Shrine world. Saved the agricultural world. Defeated an entire Chaos fleet. Played hit and run tactics for 2 weeks with. Where have you been?
He says, "Oh, I've been managing my family's estate and my family's planet, you know." And one of his retinue members, his scribe, sort of pushes him with his elbow and whispers in his ear, and you see the expression in his face change.
I can lip read. A character can lip read.
Yeah, you read the scribe's lips and see that he says he's the he describes you in a way that's not one of your official titles, but it sounds like a name nobles would give you to describe you, since they have no clue what you are actually doing. Something like the Steel Warden, or the Blade of Nahmund, or something like that.
My character doesn't even realise what people saying about him. Like,
Yeah, and the
that
guy
what-
goes, oh, is that so? Oh, so glad to
Wait.
meet you.
and Leonidas just turns and says, "So that's what they're calling me."
Oh, well, of course. And he then describes you with every other title you have more officially, you know.
He just starts ignoring when he starts naming off the Leonidas' titles, and he's just turning and goes, "Yeah." And he points to the hot gates and goes, "Mine's is bigger and faster. But how much for this?"
Oh, it's not for sale. It's a family heirloom.
He doesn't even let him finish and goes, "Do you want land?"
My family has plenty of land, and I will be the one getting it.
I'm
when
meaning, do you
my
want
father
mining?
finally retires. Ah, mining.
Do you-
No,
no.
no, it's not my thing. Too dirty, you know.
No,
Too much grime, too
no,
much mud.
I'm colonizing a world and I need nobility to clear up land. Lots of money.
No, I have as much money. I've got more money than I can spend, really. The emperor
And then he goes,
has
he
provided.
just looks at him and goes, he just looks at him and goes, "How much money?"
He makes another proposition. He offers you not his vessel. He offers you a collection of Xenos trophies he has acquired. If you'd like to have
He-
them. And
Yeah, he's like, "Come with me."
some very rare Astra Militarum medals.
He just pulls out he shows them his chassis in the medal of basically I forgot what the official name is, but it's like Medal of Honor essentially, the
Yeah,
highest honor, the Eye of Terror or something
yeah,
or something like that, and it's just sitting there on his chest. Like, I don't need that. I have this,
I have two of those.
and mine was earned. Oh, look at that! See this medal right here? This is because the regiment I was took 66% casualties on the first day. This means I survived. And Leonidas just turns and goes, "You know what? Follow me." Takes him to his ship. Takes him to his trophy room and sees this massive, magnificent bug. And he was like, "That's a trophy."
You can see him be visibly uneasy. He is scared that it might come to life and destroy him, kill him, crush him.
I just say to him, "Huh. That was a bitch to take down. I stabbed that thing. Like, one of my retinue literally shot that thing at like 50 yards away with a bolter, and it just shrugged it off. Like, we wailed into that thing. Just wailed in it. Anyways, would you like yogurt?"
I'd have some, yes.
He gives him yogurt and goes, "Get off my ship."
Of course. Sure.
Like, Leonidas is unstable because no one's actually tried to shoot him in anger. So he doesn't know what to do with himself right now. He heads back to his office. No, before he heads back to his office, he will actually head up to the Navy men and go, "Have you guys been charged for your supplies?"
The servitor present. It's a one of those master good quality servitors where it's not the brain dead ones. It's just that
Yeah.
for whatever reason this person had to be servitorized for either his survival or so that he can best serve the emperor.
Yeah.
The servitor responds, we will be charged when the refitting has been complete and when all the supplies have been loaded on the ship.
He goes, not in my station. The Navy doesn't get charged.
Oh, very well then, Lord Leonidas.
Tell the Admiral the station's open to him. He can come here for repair and retrofit anytime. He shouldn't be charged. Has any of your ships been charged?
I believe we have been charged for ammunition and light vehicles. The vessel, the force that has been, is already left the station and is in an active war zone.
And Leonidas says, those light vehicles, did they come from my protectorate? Or did they come from elsewhere?
They come from elsewhere.
I can't help with that one. But the material, weapons and armour that will be coming out of my protectorate soon will be charged to the Navy at plus 5%. Repairs and retrofit will be free. And food resupply will be at cost.
Agreed. The Emperor provides.
He'll then go to... Is there any regiments other than his own on this station?
Yes, there are. They will be supplied, they will be armed and sent to meet with the Battlefleet du Magdos for any form of combat that is necessary there.
He's gonna walk over to like the commander or something, like the commander that's leading them, and he's just gonna go, you guys have your ration packs and everything?
Yes, we've been equipped with all the necessary supplies. We will be leaving in a few hours.
I've demobilized my Shrine World regiment. It's freed up like 5,000 Carifrix and las rifles. You want them?
Absolutely. They will be a very good addition to our already existing stocks. You can never have enough guns to shoot the enemies of the Imperium with.
Yeah, he just hands them over for free. He's like, yeah, they'll be transferred over to your transportation vehicle for free. I'm demobilizing anyways. I'm demobilizing that regiment anyways. I don't want to hoard that equipment, you know. And your food supplies, of which quality and of where did you get them?
We follow the Astra Militarum standard culinary guidelines, which means corpse starts and the occasional powdered protein in the form of whatever wildlife the planet we are on has.
Leonidas will just shake his head at that, like, no, nah. And he'll be like, 1 second. He pulls out his data pad and goes, I'm going to make a requisition for best quality rations, so it's not corpse starch. And I think it's plus 70 for rations. Best quality makes it minus 30.
Yeah.
How many men's in the regiment? How many men is in this regiment?
It's 3,000.
So it's 3,000. And best quality. So that's 89. Gosh, 1D100. 89. 50. Yeah, they getting like 10,000, like 10,000, like an army's worth of best quality rations. I just tick a few boxes and go. That'll be. I can get you this for plus 5% cost.
Well, I don't see there is gonna be a need for that.
He pulls one out and he just cuts it open, and he sees these are basically officer grade. You see, my agricultural world makes this stuff. I'm willing to supply your regiment with it. Frees up the corpse starch for another regiment.
I guess it wouldn't hurt to give the men a small morale boost in the form of a mouthful of quality.
And he says, comes with whiskey as well.
Then what are we waiting for?
Yeah, and he was like, he just transfers it over. He went, when I say plus 5% cost, it's like 5 thrones. Like, he goes, no, sorry, 2 thrones per ration pack, and there's like 10,000 of them. Like you'll quickly realize that Leonidas is not making much money.
Yeah, you haven't raised
Like he's barely covering costs.
you haven't raised your profit factor in a while.
Yeah. Like, he's like, yeah. Speaking of which, Commander.
Yes, Leonidas.
When I'm not looking for anything. When are you set to retire?
Oh, I have 17 more years to go through. I'm
And
aiming
is
to
it-
spend the next 2 here in the gauntlet, and then I'll most likely be redeployed against orcs. So so I'll have a few easy last years of before my retirement.
thing that he thinks back for when he was fighting orcs, he goes, he looks and goes, First Wastelanders are currently stationed all here, 300 are staying with me. And you see Leonard, he just pull out his like his assets. And
Or maybe I will look to find any active
Mhm.
engagement against the Tau. That sounds like a good last few years.
yeah, it's a better one. My home world fights Tau incursions all the time.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Then maybe the beneficent emperor will bring me close to your home planet.
And Leonard says, like, speaking of which, Admiral.
Yes.
No, Admiral. Commander, sorry. My brain is fuzzy because no one shot at me for 30 days.
You assume no one shot at you during the warp jump?
Yeah. Yeah, and he was like, follow me for a second.
Oh, absolutely, sure.
And he goes into a container. opens it up, and there's like 400 P1 battle droids there. And he was like, would you like to augment your forces?
He looks at you with a mixture of terror and excitement and says, "Where did you get those?"
I built them.
How? Why?
I have a manufactorum on my ship, and they were supposed to be used to fight the people I had been engaging for the past fighting here.
He goes closer to inspect them.
I didn't need them. I over-prepared.
He sees all the versions, the tier 1s that are metal, essentially. They look like puppets, they look like servitors. He takes a look at the tier 2s.
The way I interpret them is like the T1 battle droids from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Roger. And then the second ones are, you know, the ones with the laser arms and the rockets. And the T3s are the ones that run around with
Come again?
this. I don't know what the second ones are called, but it's the ones where like the lasers come, like they shoot lasers from the wrists, and the rockets from the other set of wrists.
Yeah.
And then the third ones are the battle, like the droidicals. They roll around with the shields. That's how I envision them.
Yeah.
And it was like,
He looks at them
I
and
ha-
he can't believe his eyes.
I have 3,000 of the T1s. 3,000. No. I have 3,469 of the T1s. 4,878 of the T2s. And 50 of the T3s.
Oh. How much a cogboy would give for this stuff?
My cogboy built them.
Well, seems like you have a very good cogboy, my friend.
He's weird. He walks around shirtless.
Aren't they all?
Yeah, no, mine's the biologus.
Well, I can only imagine how that would be worse than your typical cogboy.
Yeah, the man is more strength than a space marine. He's Jack. I'll show a picture of him.
It's just a picture of Chad, you know, the black and white picture of the overly muscular guy with the square chin.
Yeah. Like, this is him.
And where is it?
He says,
It's just Thorn with the androids flexing.
yeah. And he says, well, I can manufacture about 500 of the T1s a day. About 250 of the T2s a day. And about 5 of the T3s a day.
It's a
From my own manufactorum. I aim to build an industrial centre soon. I'm just focusing on getting the Forge World up and running. To begin mass production of the T1s and T2s. I need to see how they fare against the type of enemies you'll be facing.
I don't know. If anyone catches whiff of this, we're gonna be both executed for tech heresy.
Oh no, it's perfectly legal. It's an STC, you see. It's not AI. It's just predetermined programming that's able to mimic certain things, but it's not true AI.
I
He
find
just
all
points
this
to-
hard to
says-
understand. Yep.
It's dumber than a servitor.
Roger, roger.
Yeah. T3s are about the same level of intelligence in a servitor, like that Masterclass one the Navy has. About the same intelligence as that, but really can't think. T2s probably servitor level of intelligence. T3s, T1s, nah, dumb as rocks. I have letter of authenticity. My cogboy says it's perfectly fine.
Sounds like a trustworthy person.
I mean, why would I? Even though I'm a follower of the cult mechanicus myself, take much to do with it. You know, when it comes to the actual text side of things, Commander.
I mean, manpower that doesn't require food and won't complain when it's raining.
Yeah.
Sounds like
do
a dream
complain.
come true.
They do complain when it's raining.
Oh shit.
Yeah. But they complain about bolts rusting.
Well then, it's manpower that can't be consumed by the Tyranids.
Yeah. And that's what I was wanting to test it out. Like the T1s and T2s would deploy en masse, and I was thinking about giving you, I believe the term they use in the rogue trader line of work is mate rates. I give you a 3% cost. If it works out well, fantastic, I'll give you more. If it doesn't, well, I know it was wasted resources. But I've used them a little bit myself when I was in. Shoved them inside with the penals and, well, didn't take casualty.
Come again, sorry?
He was saying he's used them a little bit on the Shrine World.
Yeah.
And he shoved the T1s and T2s inside the penals.
Mm.
And he says and they didn't take that many casualties because it was the battle droids kept getting killed all the time.
Yeah.
That's basically what he's saying.
A charm test with minus 40.
Charm test minus. Charm. So 85. Dice roll. That's 32, so 4 degrees of success.
It's 5 degrees of success.
Oh, 5. Yes, sir. Yeah, 5. So I'm not used to rounding up directly to 4 and just
Yeah.
taking it from there.
You see him, he's quite skeptical. He takes a moment to consider possible outcomes and finally says, I'll take them. Give me as many as you can give me.
I gave him all the T1s and T2s. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go authorized by Leonidas, and I'm going to put my inquisitorial number there.
Hmm?
So if anyone comes knocking, they're going to touch him. And I'm like, there you go. If if he's got high enough clearance, he might be able to spot what that number actually is.
Yeah. No.
All he knows is there's a random number next to his name.
Yeah. It's the number is none of his concern. It's your number, so he doesn't need to know anything more, and he doesn't recognize it as an inquisitorial number, so it's whatever.
Says, oh, if you notify the Admiral about this transaction, he'll be cool with it.
Oh, I won't be overly communicative with this in any way. I'm sure you understand why.
If they do, just flash that name.
I'll be sure to let him know about who and why gave them to me so that he is in the loop.
No worries. My astropaths are a bit in the fritz right now. I would have notified him myself. I had to kill one in transit. Started bending and conjointing.
Yeah,
Would you like some yogurt?
I'm lactose intolerant. It would be
It's
a
lactose.
Nurgle cult if I had any.
Oh, it's lactose free.
How? Another more
Soy milk.
heresy?
Soy milk.
That's heresy. So, there was something he wanted to say. What was it?
So turn and says that's you. You want some yogurt?
Well, how about the astropaths? Yeah. We've had hard time receiving any news from you. We haven't been able to reach you, and we also haven't had any communications from you. Many are suspecting that you might be in contact with someone else other than Imperium forces.
I shitpost the traitors a lot, but no, I'm not in contact with. It's just my astropaths are dying. One's head exploded, one started conjoining, and another. That's the type of shit I've been dealing with in my warp travel.
Stuff like this is so common that when it happens, the camera doesn't even pan to show it.
Yeah. Wow, what's been going on? What's people trying to contact me? I would like to know.
The typical reason is to bargain for for equipment, so that they can acquire stuff through your lines of commerce.
Well, I did retake the Forge World recently.
That's very good, yes. And others want to congratulate you in hopes that they may get your favor.
Yeah. He's listening, but he's not. Leonidas is listening, but he's not listening. He's thinking about something else. He just randomly says, "You have any family? Wife, kids?"
I do. They are far away from here, in a safe place.
Would you like some land?
Well, I do plan on getting retirement benefits.
Tell you what. I'll guarantee your wife and kids the land. and I will give you a noble title.
I don't know how much is it gonna be.
Well, I'm setting up a mining colony to help feed the Forge World. You come from a military family. I like the military. And well, we all know in our line of work, the guardsmen last 8 minutes on the field.
Well, I'm not the guardsman.
Yes, you're not. But you looks over to his regiment. They are. My hope is that their wives, their kids, their families, their husbands get something. I want to give every single one of them their families something. Something more, like this empire cares. It does care. The Regent Gellerman does care. I want to give them hope. Eat some yogurt. He just realizes eating some yogurt as he says that.
You make my heart bleed, Leonidas.
I care.
I've met other rogue traders and other military commanders that wouldn't give a rat's ass about the rank and file guardsmen.
You know why the 300 followed me?
I'm not aware of any specific reasons.
The reason is because they know the family will get their pensions.
Monetary compensation solves a lot of problems.
Yeah, but the pensions include lands and titles. Like, for instance, 500 of the 300 that just retired are now going to become the lords of the Shrine World. Not Shrine, the Forge World that I've recently taken. 1,000 of them are taking up residence on the mining world, or where they will become the lords.
I choose to have a more active role until the end of my days. Until the time comes where my body and mind is no longer fit to serve as a military commander or advisor. There will be a time for me to lay down and pamper myself in soft cushions and delicate foods, oceans of amasek.
Leonidas nods at that and he goes, Do you want to know my house motto?
What would it be?
My house's motto is, only in death does duty begin.
That's kind of strange. What do you mean by that? What's the meaning behind it?
Meaning we never stop serving.
I see.
Put it this way, you know how the church says our souls going to the warp? Well, the warp, the whatever they want to call it, I just call it the warp because it's warpy. Well, in our home world they turn around and say the warp doesn't want us there. because we just keep fighting everything in there. Leonidas is just not making much sense.
Yeah, he sort of looks at you, not really being 100% there, not really understanding what you mean, what you're talking about. He just listens and nods in agreement, not really joining in to your view of the world.
And then up until then, Leonidas smiling. And then he just turns around, snaps them and goes, any of the men they want to take up the offer of land for their children and wives or husbands?
I'm sure plenty of people would agree to this deal. Though you will allow me to notify them after we are done with our latest assignment. I don't want manpower leaking right now.
No. They will still serve in your regiment. I'm not taking them away. I'm
I
just
was-
giving them something to come back for.
Yes. Retirement has its time. Now it's purge o'clock. And we have a lot of Xenos to exterminate.
And it is just... He doesn't even say goodbye, he just walks away like something's caught his attention. And then that guy's probably like, that guy's unstable.
He takes
But
a
he's
last look
probably
at the androids, takes a look at the tier 3s, mutters something to himself, and goes away.
Yeah, but the guy's probably thinking, that guy's off his nut. But he's like, but at the same time, he's fought a shit ton in the past 2 years.
He's been constantly
So
shot
it makes
at.
sense. And he's like, it makes sense he's not stable.
Yeah, and Rip Rods are around there somewhere. I'm British. Anyway,
My character's fucking loaded. I'm in the process of colonizing an entire planet for mining purposes, mate. That's why I can just give it. That's why I can just give land away. Like, yep.
yeah.
Wait there, set up an agricultural world. It'll be like, first 10,000 people to come along get 50,000 acres each.
There's
That's gonna
enough
happen.
land in this galaxy for everybody.
Yeah. No, there's not.
You just have to take it.
Leonidas walks over to a board and sticks up the mine for those who want it. A free mine.
Leonidas' Minecraft server.
Yeah, she goes into another notice board, slaps a picture of get one of the 300 men digging a hole, saying, "This isn't mine, this is yours." And then slaps up "Workers of the World Unites" and like, how the fuck did that get there? Rip it down. And say,
Heresy.
"Kill the Xenos." Yeah, that's me like it.
All right.
Walks off. Then sits on a bench eating yogurt.
This will be it for today. A lot of deals were struck. Now, what remains to be seen is how these deals will end up in the depth of time.
I've authorised the T1s and T2s.
Oh man.